Thank you. Right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Property Subcommittee at Staffordshire County Council today, Wednesday the 1st of December. First item on the agenda is apologies for absence. Do we have any apologies for absence?
Good afternoon, Chairman. We've received apologies from Councillor Parry and Councillor White.
Thank you. Second item on the agenda is declarations of interest. Members of the committee, do you have any declarations of interest? No hands being indicated. Third item is minutes of the previous meeting held on the 3rd of November 2021. Councillor Price, you're the one that was there with me at that meeting. Is that a correct record of the previous meeting? I'll sign that off appropriately. Fourth item is the new all-through school former power station site Rugeley proposed lease, brought to you by Councillor DeVille. Councillor DeVille.
Thank you, Chairman. Really excellent news, Chairman and colleagues, and I'm delighted to bring this item to Property Subcommittee today. It's a straightforward recommendation, Chairman. It completes the necessary formalities and legalities to enable Rugeley Power Limited, working together with ourselves at Staffordshire County Council and with the Department of Education, to deliver this great and exciting project, Chairman. I did say it was straightforward. It's straightforward due to the extremely hard work that Stuart's put in, Chairman. And I think it's only right to bring Stuart in at this point to describe to us these really exciting plans. May I bring Stuart in, Chairman?
Yep. Stuart.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mark. Excellent news. The company's original date for signing all the details was the end of the year, 31st of December. I had a phone call about 2.5 weeks ago from NG out of the blue that basically said they were hoping to beat all those dates and bring everything forward. And indeed, we're looking to, and this is why we bring it to Property Sub at a rush, we're looking to the council to give them permission to enter into the lease with the John Taylor Matt, who are the likely recipients of the lease. They need that in place before they sign their own agreements with NG in terms of delivering the new school. So that's the sort of reason for the short notice. The overarching project is they're going to build a 5FE high school with an attached to Thornventory Primary School. So it will be a first all-through school in Staffordshire that we will have the joys of being landlords for. The construction period is going to be about 20 months. We've had a letter today that's come in through Helen Riley and John Henderson that says the construction they were hoping to start just before Christmas is now just going to be delayed till early January. I don't think that's a big deal because they won't get a lot done in the next few weeks anyway. They were due to start next Monday, maybe doing earthworks. It's come out of the blue, but it still doesn't mean we shouldn't make the decision now because it ties our end up and gives them more time to negotiate their final bits and pieces with the SFA and the MAT. The other thing, of course, is that they're attempting to deliver a zero carbon school, which again will be the first all-through school of its kind. So we can all get quite a lot of learning and understanding of maybe some of the things that we could do in the future that maybe help some of our projects and some of our schools. So in that sense, it's an incredibly exciting opportunity.
Thank you. If you could just turn your microphone off. Thanks. Legal?
No comments.
Financial?
Just in terms of that delay, if I may, Chair, and whether that delay is going to have any impact on the County Council's £1 million contribution, thinking particularly in respect of potential inflationary increases. Will it have an impact? Thank you.
Stuart?
As far as I can tell you from now, that if it's RPI'd, it's RPI'd. But if I was in their shoes, I'd be a lot more concerned about the real inflation that's going on with labour and materials and has done for the last 6 months. They're going to have to take a deep breath and suck that up. And to me, that's quite a demanding thing for them to have to do. They've not talked to us about any of those costs or any of those inflation costs. It's just something that they're going to have to determine between themselves. If there is an inflationary, and we are RPI'd, Robert, then the chances are we're going to have a 3 or a 5% sort of increase on that. But as far as I know, it's just £1 million, and it's not inflation. But please don't shoot me if that's not correct.
I think between 3 and 5% is interesting number, but significantly more than that in building inflation. But yeah. Valuation?
No comment, Mr. Chairman, other than to say it seems like a very good deal from a valuation point of view, yes.
Mr. Turner, any comments before I open it to the committee?
No, nothing from me, thank you.
Local members?
Yeah, Chairman, Councillor Cox has said he's very supportive of the recommendations in the report.
Members of the committee, any comments? Look to yourself.
No, we've gone through all the detail and the planning's already been granted for this in the past, so all I can say that it shows our full support for not only the John Taylor map but Wave and Angie as well, and I think this is a really, really good project and I'm keen to see it get started, so anything we can do to support them, I'm all in favour of.
Councillor White?
Thank you. I don't know whether it's an interest to declare or not, but it's one of my proudest moments as a councillor here that I brought the parties together to make this development happen. It will be transformational for education in Rugeley, and it's absolutely the right thing that we support it fully. The steps that have been requested, I think, are entirely reasonable in pursuing that aim, so fully support them.
Councillor DeVille, could you sum up and give us the recommendations, please?
Thank you, Chairman, and thanks for that, Mr. White. What an exciting project. I think it shows the County Council's continued importance that we place on the future of our young people. Thank you, Stuart, again for the work that you put in a very short time. And, of course, so exciting that work is going to commence on this in January. So the recommendation, Chairman, is that the Council enters into an agreement for lease with Secretary of State for Education. In due course, the Council subsequently acquires the freehold of the completed school site from Rugeley Power Limited, the developer, and then grants a free school lease to a party nominated by the Secretary of State for Education, most likely to be John Taylor, MAT. That the final details of the terms of all three transactions and the parties to such transactions is delegated to the Assistant Director for Commercial and Assets. And I present that proposal to committee this morning, Chairman.
Thank you very much indeed, Councillor DeVille. And the sharp-eyed amongst you will have noticed that Councillor White has actually joined the meeting despite the fact his apologies were given a moment ago. So very welcome, Councillor White. You've heard the recommendations. All those in favour? It is unanimous. That moves us on to the next item on the agenda, which is the exclusion of the public. That the public be excluded from the meeting for the following items of business which involve the likely disclosure of exempt information as defined in the paragraphs of Part 1 of Schedule 12A as amended of the Local Government Act 1972 as indicated by below. I so move.